Hey, so are you getting these physical symptoms of social anxiety? So for example, your mind's going blank, you get the constriction in your throat, the racing heart, the feeling like you can't breathe. These physical symptoms, what's causing them? What is that feeling like? Something is completely taking over me. I don't know what it is, but I don't feel like myself. I don't feel like I'm in control. So what's taking over you and causing those symptoms at the root? I'm gonna explain that to you in this video. And before we dive in, just wanna introduce myself. My name is Rubin. I'm a transformational coach specializing in social anxiety and self-esteem for men specifically. So if you are needing more support, we've just opened up a brand new Facebook group. So if you're feeling like you need more support, you wanna join a tribe of guys that share the exact same struggles as you, but they're also reaching for their fullest potential and ready to support you in doing so, then come join us on the inside. Link is below the video. Okay, and so what's taking over you when you're taken over by that anxiety, those physical symptoms? And we have to talk about this in a couple of layers. The first layer and the first thing that you need to know is that when you're consumed by that anxiety, when you're getting those physical symptoms, what you are experiencing are the side effects of your survival mechanism going off, your human stress response, also known as your fight or flight system. And in this video, we're not going to focus on the fight or flight or the physical symptoms. You know the physical symptoms, the blank mind, the racing heart, can't breathe. Many more physical symptoms. I cover 15 of those in another video. I'll link that up at the end of the video so that you can check that out next. Okay, and so back to what we're talking about today. What's taking over you when you get that anxiety? You know the first layer. Your fight or flight system is getting activated or it's getting triggered. Now, we want to talk about today, we want to focus on what's at the root and what is causing that fight or flight system to get activated in the first place. The answer to this question is your past. More specifically, your lack of resolution around it and the fact that it's still following you around wherever you go, disguised as this fight or flight system or disguised as this anxiety. And I think it'll be helpful for me to explain it this way. Notice how I said fight or flight system. The system gets activated or the system gets triggered. Let's talk about another system that you have within you. For example, your digestive system. What triggers or activates your digestive system? It's when you eat some food. For example, you eat a burger. What happens after you eat the burger? It triggers off your digestive system. Your digestive system releases hormones into your blood, so it kicks off certain bodily functions, and what's the end result? That burger is transformed, it's digested and transformed into energy for your body to use, so it meets that need for energy. Now, this video is about cause, right? Now, what caused you to eat the burger? I imagine you got hungry, and I really hope you're eating healthier foods than burgers, but for simplicity's sake, you got a hunger signal, so that caused you to reach for that burger, eat that food, digest it, convert it to energy for use. Now, what happens though, let's say for example, it's around Halloween, you got all the extra candy and you're diving into it day after day. You know how it goes. You reach for the candy. This is the last day. Oh, you see the bag sitting there. Oh, no, this is the last day. This is the last day, and it can turn into weeks. And what happens when you get your digestive system into this unhealthy state? Do you reach for the food because you're hungry? No, you don't. The signal's been distorted. So what happens is you start to get cravings, and the cravings cause you to reach for what's familiar. And so your body will start to crave what's familiar. But what started this off in the first place? It's the fact that your body was constantly flooded with this sugar over and over and over again that it became this pattern. And so let's summarize here before we move on. Healthy digestive system uses hunger as a signal. It's a very healthy, proportionate, and appropriate response to when you're hungry. You need food, you need to meet that need of energy. Okay, let's look on the other side here. Unhealthy digestive system that's been jacked up with sugar for a prolonged period of time cannot tell whether you are hungry or not. It has cravings. It doesn't use hunger as a signal. It has cravings, and these cravings lead you to getting what you've already been getting. And so let's bring this back to anxiety. Fight or flight. Healthy fight or flight system. What is the signal for this fight or flight system being activated is whether you are actually in danger. Are you in a physical altercation? Are you being robbed? Are you in the woods in front of a bear? Are you actually in danger? Are you actually in a life-threatening circumstance? Now, when this fight or flight system gets out of control, you have no control over it. It's sensing danger when it's not there. It's no longer rational. Now, think about this. It's sensing danger when it's not there. In other words, it's craving danger when it's not there. But what jacked up your fight or flight system, just like the sugar jacked up your digestive system, what jacked up your fight or flight system in the first place? Remember what I said at the beginning of the video. It is your past. And more specifically, it's that little kid inside you that used to get beat up by dad, for example. The one that kept changing schools and didn't know where he fit in or where he belonged. The one that got bullied and completely humiliated and embarrassed. The one that watched his parents divorce and felt like he was floating around in the world. The one that never had an emotional connection to his parents growing up. That is your past. That is the sugar that's made your digestive system an unhealthy one. That's the shame, the embarrassment, the humiliation, the feeling like there's something wrong with you that's made your fight or flight system an unhealthy one. You weren't always like this. But just like you can detox off of the sugar, you can start incorporating healthy foods and you can get your digestive system healthy again. You can detox from your past, and more specifically, those feelings that continue to follow you around. And again, if you need more support with that, the link to that brand new Facebook group just for men is below the video. I know how hard it can be to find and connect with other men who are facing similar struggles. So come join us on the inside. I'm gonna be offering resources, trainings, answering your questions, and coaching. So please take advantage of this opportunity to get more personalized support and make some solid, supportive friends who are also reaching for their fullest potential. So I look forward to seeing you on the inside and connecting with you soon. By the way, here's that other video where I talk about those physical symptoms of that fight or flight system. You can check that out next, and I'll see you in the next video, all right? Peace out, brother.